Hi everyone. Um, Welcome kind of back to the HHS course. This is just a general video, so this is the first video I'm putting out, just to talk about how the course is going to work from now on. I wanted to start by talking about really my general sadness about the situation. I started this course off on day one saying how this is my favorite course. I'd looked forward for such a long time to teaching it, and especially so many of you in the class that I'd known um, from previous years and taught you before. It was a great class, and we were doing so well and having wonderful discussions, and we were doing great things. And you guys were among the best class I'd ever had. And for it to work out like this is unbelievably sad. But it is what it is. And right now, our safety, our health is the most important thing. So we get through this, we move on, and one day it's a funny story to tell our grandkids. So the general plans for this course. Every teacher's different, but this is the way I'm looking at it. Working from home is not an ideal environment. None of you signed up for an online course for this. And you are now working without direct teacher help, without face-to-face interactions. Some of you will have younger siblings or dependent people in your family distracting you. Some of you will have additional hours of work to be doing. I understand all that. So the way I'm looking at it is that my expectations of this course will be dramatically reduced. The level of work I will be submitting for you guys will take into account what is going on, the stress levels you're under, and so on. So I will be reducing that stuff. I'm not looking to add to the stress that you guys are under. Next, assessment. There will be no assess work assigned in the first week. None. The work will be just to get you guys reorientated with everything, recap some stuff, and there will be a second video specifically about what you're doing from April 5th to April 9th. But I'll just say that I'm not looking to increase stress levels. It will just be the necessities now that will be submitted for you guys. Okay. I'm looking to do a Google Meet. I'd like to play around with that. Let's see how that works. Next Tuesday, I would love to say 10 o'clock Tuesday morning. So that would be the 6th of April. I would love for us all to log on and have a good chat. And it wouldn't be a formal lesson. It would really just be a hello. If it goes well and if enough of you sign up, the following weeks, I could look into that becoming more a formal lesson type where I talk to you about the materials and maybe have some interactions. I don't know how that will work out. But let's try just an informal chat on Tuesday at 10 o'clock, and it'll give me an idea of how feasible that is. The theorist presentations, lots of you have worked hard on that, and we're all set to go, and then all this chaos happened. So, how am I going to work that? Right now, I don't intend to put that in as a formally assessed piece of work. Some of you just haven't had the opportunity to get that done, and although some of you have, it's not fair because it was due after March break, and then all of this stuff happened. However, I do, as part of your work, now the ministry has said you're supposed to do 3 hours for each course per week. What I want you guys to do to make up part of that first week's 3 hours is to submit it to the classroom where you had been before, and then make notes of each other's presentations. I'll talk more about that in my second video, but that will still be done, but it will be now as a formative rather than a summative work. Maybe down the line I'll try and put some marks on it, but right now that will not be marked formally. So as I've said, a second video is coming, talking directly about the week beginning April 5th, what you need to do for that week. I'll talk more about that in the second video. Completion marks. So there's going to be certain work set each week. Now, for example, I've put up an article on bulldozer parenting with 3 questions at the end of the article. Are there going to be any marks assigned to your average? No. But if you submit that and show me that you've done that, I can take in, kind of like we were doing with the conferencing before March break, it'll show me those people that are working on the stuff I'm submitting and those that aren't. And eventually I can help me form some kind of better based average on how hard you're working from home. Lastly, the order of the course. We were due to get into the love and marriage unit. That's my favorite unit. You guys get to marry. We have a class party where everyone says their vows. You write your own vows. We make some food, and we just generally have a good time. It's a big, fun thing. And then we do this really cool assignment where you guys, in your partnership, decide what